The life of this pool is the liner. Okay, if there's no liner, there's no water.
Right.
So your goal as a pool owner is to help this liner last longer, up to 10 years. I seen it lasted 12 years because the homeowner already had that pool for years, for 30 years already, and they know how to take care of it because they have the experience. So your goal here is to help the liner last longer. Okay, so the only time you're going to replace this liner is when the liner is old and it's time to replace it. Okay, but meantime, what you're going to do is to help this liner last longer is three things, and I mentioned it in the orientation. One of them is to put the right chemical, which is dry chemicals.
Right.
The second on that one is you got to put the right amount. Sometimes people they get the liner deteriorated sooner because they add the chemicals like whatever. They just guess because they don't know how many gallons the pool has, and it's just guessing. So that makes like for example, I put a bag and a half of shock. They come and put 4 bags of shock. They're super chlorinating the pool, and the water gets the chlorine that it needs, and the rest it goes into the walls. And that's when they start deteriorating the liner. So that's why it's really important that you put the dry chemical, that's the right chemicals, and the right amount.
Okay.
According to your 14,000 gallons of water. The second one is, in the summer, especially the kids and the ladies, they use the suntan lotion, sunblock, whatever brand they use. That's oil. They put it in the body. That's fine. That's going to end up in the pool.
Right.
Plus the sweat, plus the deodorant, plus the hairspray, all that stuff, plus the sweat. It's going to end up in the pool. All that oil and grease is going to end up here in the liner, and then you're going to see like a dark line. We call it the scum line. If you don't clean it once a week in the summer, which we tell the customers, that's what I'm here to tell you, that use a sponge, a regular sponge, soft, and then just go all the way around and scrub it. The pool guy is not going to do that for you because it's going to take longer. So if you have kids, put your kids to clean it and have them scrub that.
Is it while they're in the pool, or you can do it from outside?
You can do it from outside,
Okay.
or you can do it inside, whatever. And then if you see that scum line is really stuck to the liner, just put 1 tiny drop of Dawn, the dishwasher soap, on your sponge, and to scrub it. All that oil and grease is going to come out. Okay. In the summer when the sun is really hot, and then if it is in that angle right now, it's going to hit that area of your liner. If you don't clean it, that oil and grease that is stuck to the liner, the sun is going to start baking it, and that's when it starts causing the cracking, and then the ripping, and then the tearing on the liner. So if it doesn't have no oil into it, the sun can hit it. It's not going to damage the liner.
Okay.
Okay. And the third thing is, don't bring no sharp or pointy objects. You're just going to cut or puncture the liner. Okay, so if you bring, like, I don't know if you're going to put concrete here, but if you get a measuring cup, get the plastic one, not the glass one. Because if you drop it, the thing is going to splash. You're going to have a lot of glass into your pool. Somebody might get injured, or somebody steps on that glass and might rip the liner.
Okay.
Okay, so those are the 3 things. And keep the water level where it should be. Don't ever drain it. Don't overfill it. Okay, keep the water in the place. One more thing, I know you guys are not expecting to use the pool the next couple of days because the water is cold, but that's good because we tell the customers, especially when the pool is done in the summer, they're kind of anxious to use the pool. We tell them to wait at least 10 to 14 days when it has sand bottom under the liner. But you have sand bottom, right? So that's good because you're not going to use it, and the water's been there for more than 7 days already. So if you guys wanted to use the pool, probably that would be perfect to use it. Okay. But this pool is not designed, I don't know if Greg mentioned it to you, but this pool is not designed to jump or dive in. Okay? You can do it, it's your pool, but it has the 45-degree walls. You got to make sure when you jump, you got to jump in the middle so that way you don't injure yourself.
Right.
Okay? Any questions, Vince? Okay? What are you planning to do around the perimeter of the pool? Are you planning to put concrete?
Probably concrete.
Concrete? Are you going to do the whole thing or just some section?
That we're not too sure of.
Okay.
Probably eventually the whole thing.
The whole thing? Okay, if you do that, make sure that since you have no drains, and then this part is kind of elevated, have the concrete kind of level this way, or slope it this way.
So it'll run
water,
off?
The water run that direction.
Oh, I get it.
Okay?
Okay.